To your 5-minute release to release, 5-minute mind dance, a coming up home, a pause, whatever you intend it to be. And I invite you to start off with just closing the eyes, taking a nice deep breath in, and exhale, taking the word release. And there might be a color that shows up for you, or an intention, a word, a phrase. Just listen to the inner whisper of you. What would be useful to take in with you in the next few moments of pause? You've made it, you're here, you're home, you're clear. And you keep your eyes closed if that feels useful for you, and just to tap in. Just to tap into the here, the now, where only clarity can actually be. If we're at the sky and all the clouds are fading away, the sky is clear. But the sky's always clear, just realizing that it's clear. The sky doesn't even realize that it's ever clear, it just knows that it's here. And I want you to imagine that all these clouds that are in the sky of you, if we take for a moment this idea today about the 3 fingers is the name of the game today, the name of the mind dance. Because when we point our finger at someone else, you may or may not have heard this, and notice that if you have, the idea that we might say, oh, I know this already, which only blocks off continual learning and repetition of the mind. So notice if that shows up for you at any moment, a fun little hack there as well. But the idea, when we point a finger at somebody else, there's 3 fingers pointing back at us, and you can even do it with your hand right now just to notice and witness the 3 fingers pointing back to you. And not only that, if you really place it in front of you, you would notice that it's pointing where? To the heart, to the middle of the chest. And that's where we get to come back to our heart. Is this thing that I am judging someone on or seeing in them, is there something, a teacher, knowledge or wisdom from within? Because what if all these players outside of me are just a teacher of me to learn more about me and the relationship that I have with myself? I'm noticing something that they are lacking or that they are doing that I don't think is right or wrong or good or bad. How can I make it about me in this moment? How can I selfishly make it about learning more about me? What is that showing me about me? Notice the sky and all the clouds fading away, that we can get more clear about what the sky is actually finding useful for their own nourishment and own self than always focusing on the clouds. Imagine a sky that only focuses on all the clouds around it but not actually being the sky itself. We come back to being the sky and realize that all the other people are just here to be teachers and to show us where we are not free in our minds. And so maybe for a moment you think about a situation or a person or experience that is feeling uneaseful for you right now, and just look back at, what is this teaching me? And maybe even a pause. What a pleasure that it's a teacher for me, because without that I wouldn't be growing. I wouldn't be evolving. I wouldn't be shifting into a more powerful, abundant version of me. In my power, in my presence. So I think, I pause and I think, I pause and I thank all the people, teachers, players in my life that are showing me how to come back home to me. As I always say here, thank you for showing up for you. That's a moment. Any moment of somebody else, it's a moment to show up for you. And how do you show up for you? But first pausing and noticing and being a witness. Like the sky is the cloud. The sky does not shove a cloud away. The sky does not think that anything's wrong with the cloud. It just goes, and it learns more about itself. And I invite you to choose a day, maybe place it on your calendar this week, maybe the rest of your day or tomorrow, where you go through your day and you notice all the people, the players in your day, and that they're all just showing you something about you, a teacher, that you get to say, thank you, I get to continue to unravel all the conditions, programmings of my mind, and that they're just helping me along the way. They're actually the dearest friends, even if they don't appear it to be, but they are. They're showing me something that I get to continue to move and clear through like clouds in the sky. Remembering who you are, which is not your mind, which is not the clouds, not other people and their thoughts, opinions, judgments of you. I invite you to lean into your power. Zoom into the sky's energy, not the clouds, just for a moment. That is you. Clear. Here. The 3 fingers will guide you home. I thank you so much for being here. I hope this finds you well, and I will see you all next week. You got this.